Hi everyone, this is Ouassima. Welcome to this video. I hope all is well for you. It's the morning. I just finished a training with Marie-Christine Chambon. We are offering a course in our magical school for this summer. And she has created a beautiful oracle deck that I didn't see much in the English site. So I wanted to present it to you and show you how much it is beautiful. Of course, it's not translated yet. This is the sad part of the video. It's not translated. It is a French deck you can find on Amazon. And you will find the deck and you will find the guidebook, which is presented separately and sold separately on Amazon. The guidebook is huge. It is on. It's really colored and full with informations and inspirations. And I hope one day, Arcana Sacra, it's the editor. I hope one day they can translate it so you can enjoy the magnificent work Marie-Christine put inside. All right. Before I present you this deck, just wanted to give you a few information about it. Marie-Christine is an artist and therapist. She has been working on the field for many, many years. And this deck, she created it with her mother. Her mother did some paintings of this deck. And she has a very beautiful energy. She is really committed to her this way of being, and to look for harmony, look for a light, while embracing all the experiences we live in our life without rejecting them, but instead trying to understand them. When you listen to her voice and you see her, you feel that inner peace. You reconnect to your inner peace in a way. So as I just finished this training with her, I just wanted to pop in here, not really preparing that much, but just sharing with you some things I have noticed in the deck. All right, so the deck has, let me see how many cards are in the deck. I think we have 83 cards. We have 83 cards in this deck, and they are all beautifully illustrated. You enter into a new world, different by the depictions, and I try to separate them in order to show you the different, cultures, the different faces, different colors that this deck has. So the deck is separated into different families, and the families. Let me see the title of the families. Each family has certain amount of cards in them. There is the family of from me to the higher self. There is the family of supreme alchemy, the family of consciousness that is self-centered to universal consciousness, from the sacred to the divine. There is the path of the initiated. There is the Lila. I don't know what it is exactly. We didn't study it yet. It's the game of the divine. And there are cards related to the race and others that don't get into any category. So the idea that I'm presenting this deck to you is, while waiting for it to be translated maybe one day, you can enjoy the paintings, you can enjoy the energies of these cards, even if you don't really understand what is the meaning. Indeed, the creator invite us to feel the energy of the cards, to look at them and enjoy this connection, learning from the connection to these cards. So, for example, today, this family is the family of chakras, and you see there are no chakras really depicted in the cards, but you can feel them. And the titles, you can easily translate them, benediction, consecration. So the cards are really easily you can easily get in contact with these cards and you can easily feel them. And there is a lot of Egyptian influence in these cards, a lot of Buddhist influences also, some nudity, just letting you know. So in some cards. There is, from the things I have seen in these cards, there is the form of, even if it's the first time you see this deck and you don't have the guidebook or whatever, you will see some forms that repeat themselves. For example, you will see the circle that is present, and this, it's like the idea, the DNA you see here. You will see this form of circle present, and some mandalas in many cards, which makes me think. And of course, I'm not taking in account the guidebook or the text below. The circles for me show that this deck is inviting us to embrace the life, to find harmony. The circle is not like the square. To be in the fluidity of life. This is a rose, beautiful. Resiliation, moving, flowing. Look at this dance here. Flowing with life. Also connection. It's interesting that, another mandala. It is interesting to find that this symbol here, for example, we can refer it to the symbol of gold, of the sun, of the unity, and it's a symbol that has been used during many centuries and over many mystery schools. So you have that idea of connection, of getting back to the center. This is very interesting card also. The other thing that I noticed, another card, beautiful card. Another thing that I noticed in this deck is the presence, as I said earlier, of Egyptian symbols, Egyptian depictions, which for me speaks about ascension, speaks about mysteries, about old knowledge to be activated again, of blessings from allies and ancestors. Oh, this is beautiful. Initiations. So it's a deck that can be worked with, used in energy field. If you do healing sessions, if you do meditations, if you are connected to spirit allies that come from this field. And there is the Buddhist influence also that speaks about the present moment, the reconnection for me, meditation, blessings again that comes from enjoying the material realm, but with wisdom. From the balance between the body and the spiritual bodies, or the fields, the physical field, the physical realm, and the spiritual realm. It speaks about our humanity, but in this earth. So many symbols, many beautiful initiations also can be done with this deck. And one of the other things that I noticed is the third eye that is present. The third eye is present in many cards. I'm just showing you some, which tells me that this deck is really good for people who are developing their skills. They want to open their psychic abilities or use them. For those who are in the initiation and they know that they are living in this initiation path on their spiritual life or spiritual field. Another card that is beautiful, also speaking about the third eye and having that sacred look into life. All right, there are many things I wanted to share, so I'm just seeing if I don't forget things. Okay, the other thing that I noticed in this deck is the presence of woman, a lot of women. Even if we have men, we have sacred men here, but it feels like a really feminine deck that helps women to embrace their energies. I felt a lot of wild, even if this deck has, it has a lot of branches, a lot of specialties in a way. Um, there is that side of femininity, the wild femininity, that needs to be awakened. For those who believe in Kundalini, it speaks about Kundalini. It speaks about that energy fluidity in our body. Nudity again a bit. And also about that unity between the masculine and feminine side. It would be really interesting to be used in a couple, that if your couple are in a relationship with the lover that is spiritual, can be used in a couple. Very interesting also to try this one. Beautiful also. And woman. What I loved also about this deck is the expressions sometimes in some faces. Because these expressions makes you feel, close to the deck. It makes you feel that this deck is really speaking about you. It's speaking about your inner state, your emotions. It brings you to look to a mirror. Yes, a mirror that comes to mind. And also that mirror is not to magnify, it's not something that is fantasy. No, it's something that is real. It speaks really about the truth. Another face and mandala. And this is interesting. Without looking at the signification here, we can imagine that this person, we can relate it to the magician. And by the way, there are a lot of cards that are related to tarot and to major cards of tarot. So this person, we can imagine that this person is the magician or the hermit, and that he is preparing something. There is a transformation, and here we see the gold, or the transformation of gold, and here there is this mandala, that there is this wheel. So we can imagine that something is in transformation inside. And if we look at the title, it's speaking about the alchemist. So you see the signification in the cards can be really, really easy. Here in this card, there is this little being, and I see a leaf. So I think about fairies. I think about little people of the forest, and I see also this energy from behind, the light. So maybe in nature sometimes you see things that are different. You don't see the real. I would say you see the little beings, as we call them little, but you see the beings of the forest as energies, as vibrations, as rays. And maybe this card is inviting us to connect again to this. Maybe go to of the forest. And the title is called Spirit of Nature. So they are really easy to understand. Other cards are more abstract art, and you need to feel them with your heart, with your inner eye. But the colors are really beautiful. We have mostly the blue and the gray colors that appear most in this deck. We have the golden color. This one, I love this one too. I got this one in a reading for another friend, and it turned out beautifully because we saw like two fields, professional fields, mixing together and creating something new. This one also beautiful. I feel like it's the planet Earth here, and this is the light coming in, and it's talking about harmony in conflict. Oh, this one also beautiful. Okay, I have two other families, or two other um, three other families I created because I saw that there is something interesting in these cards. Um, this deck is basically energetic. We feel the energy through it with the colors, but also the music. If you feel the energy of the card, you might hear a sound. You might hear a vibration or something in your inner ears. So it would be interesting to use this deck with the Tibetan bowls. With the drum, I didn't try it, but I will try that. So something related to dance, to music in this deck. On this one, beautiful. La traversée. Beautiful. All right. The next family I wanted to share. It's not, yeah, there are abstracts also. I'm going to show you these cards briefly. This one is really nice. I saw a ship here in this card. And it reminds me so much my Cosmic Laws Oracle deck that I have created in a way, because I used abstract art and took pictures of the paintings before they dry. And I feel that these two decks can be mixed together. I didn't try them together, but I think it will be a good match. And I see a face in here. I don't know if you see it also. And this deck, come on, it has 89 cards. I mean, we all love when there are a lot of cards in the deck. Passage, abundance. Oh, wow, beautiful. It's called orage magnétique. That means a storm, magnetic, energetic storm. But again, I see dance here. I see dancing, fire and dance. I see a bird just in here. We can see many things. And in reading, especially if you do intuitive readings, it can give a lot of space to interpretation. The last family. You know that I am into ascension, I am into spirit allies, and this deck speaks to me because mostly also because there are spirit guides in here that you can connect with. When we talk about allies, they come from other dimensions, other vibrations, and at the same time, I don't consider them to be outside of us. They are all inside of us. As the universe, as it is outside, it is inside of us. Unicorns. Cosmic vibes in this deck. Angels. Again, see here the third eye. And this is really interesting because in my practice, when we do healing sessions, sometimes we need to update the third eye, and sometimes it is updated without really having a session. Our spirit allies decide to update it, and when our third eye is updated, we start to see things in a different way. Maybe we start to see different beings. We start to see the past, the future. So yeah, this is really interesting and speaks really about what happens when it is updated. In here with the heart, I see something in the heart happening, and I see different allies at this card. Again, here the third eye that is present, and I feel this card's coming from the past. All right, so this is why I wanted to show you quickly the Oumrazaï deck. I wanted to show it to you in 10 minutes, and now I'm 20 minutes. So you get the deck in a box, sturdy box, really, really nice. The feeling of the deck, the cards are pretty thick. I love the quality of the cards. It's not like thin, which makes the deck a bit big. So if you have a small hands, you might want maybe to trim this side if you want to use it with small hands. So it's pretty thick. It reminds me of the textured tarot deck. This is the box. This is the guidebook that comes with it. It's basically just in French for now, but I hope one day they can translate it because it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, share it, join us in this channel, and I will meet you soon with another video. Bye-bye.